Hi Southway! This week I wanted to do an assembly on someone I admire, someone who inspires me. I thought long and hard about this as there are many men and women who inspire me. In the end, I chose Benjamin Zephaniah. He's an excellent poet, author and musician. However, these are just a few of the reasons that I look up to him. His mum was originally from Jamaica and his dad from Barbados, down here in the blue circle, and they moved to the UK before he was born. Benjamin Zephaniah grew up in Birmingham. He has 7 brothers and sisters and a twin sister. His early life was really poor. They had to share a tin bath and an outside toilet with the neighbours. They had very little money. From the age of 8, he knew exactly what he wanted to do, to write poetry, music and plays. But people tried to tell him that he couldn't do that and that he would not be good at it. He attended school until he was just 13 and then left, unable to read or write. He discovered he was dyslexic. I was going to tell you what that meant, but I found a video that sums it up perfectly.
Your brain is amazing, and nobody else has one quite like it. Although everybody's brain looks the same, they all work differently from each other. Just as we all have different colour skin, hair, and eyes, we all have a brain that's individual to us. Like a fingerprint, we have different personalities, tastes, strengths, and weaknesses. Our brains can even see and understand the world in different ways. One of those ways is called dyslexia, which affects how the brain handles information it sees and hears. Dyslexic people may find it difficult to match letters to sounds and to remember how to spell words. They may even see letters moving around when they're reading. They might have trouble telling left from right. Remembering lots of instructions can be especially hard. They may need more thinking time to remember the right word.
Chicken! No, wait. Duck!
As well as memorizing sequences. It may be difficult for them to hold a pencil and to write by hand. Even organizing themselves can be difficult. But everyone with dyslexia is different. It can affect how people feel about themselves. When they struggle with a task that other people find easy, they may feel frustrated, angry, or sad. Some dyslexic people try to hide their difficulties because they are worried about what others will think of them. However, thinking differently can be a really good thing. A person with dyslexia may be very good at seeing patterns and solving problems, imagining and rotating objects in their heads, telling stories and making people laugh, taking things apart, understanding how they work, and figuring out how to put them together again. Inventing, drawing, painting, and making things. Seeing the bigger picture. Dyslexic people can do a lot of things. They just might do them in a different way to how others would, and many of them have even become famous for it. There have been many famous dyslexic inventors, writers, scientists, business people, astronomers, paleontologists, actors, cooks, singers, artists, architects, and so on. Dyslexic people have changed the world. See dyslexia differently.
As a child, I suffered, but learned to turn my dyslexia to my advantage, to see the world more creatively. We are the architects. We are the designers. People told Zephaniah that he couldn't be a writer because of his dyslexia. But he had perseverance and drive and would not let other people's views put him down. Of course, his dyslexia did not stop him from achieving incredible things. He proved them wrong again. He said that having dyslexia, in a way, is a gift because you are creative and highly talented in other ways. Some of his poems are written in the way he believes they are spelt. He wanted them to be published in this way. So many of his poems are in books with the incorrect spellings or words that are spelt in his dialect. Of course, this didn't matter to people. They just wanted to read his poetry. As years went by, he wrote many excellent poetry books. Some of the poems are just silly and fun, some are political, and some are about his life and family. His style of poetry is called dub poetry, which sounds a bit like a rap when it's performed. He speaks and performs with a Jamaican accent and dialect. He has written many fictional books too. Refugee Boy is about a boy who escapes war in Ethiopia with his dad. It tells the story of their journey to England to start a better life. However, there are lots of bumps in the road along the way. Zephaniah met Nelson Mandela after he wrote a song about the awful way in which black people were being treated in South Africa at the time. He has also been awarded many honorary degrees by many different universities. His play, Hurricane Dub, was one of the winners of the BBC Young Playwriters Festival Award in 1998, and his stage plays have been performed at the Riverside Studios in London, at the Hay-on-Wye Literature Festival, and on television.
Look towards the heavens and ask yourself, is there a heaven? I love me mother and me mother loves me. We come so far from over the sea. We heard that the streets were paved with gold. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. I love me mother and me mother loves me. We try to live in harmony. Well, you can call her Valerie, but to me she is my mummy. She shouts at me, Daddy, so loud sometimes. She's always been a friend of mine. She's always doing the best she can. She works so hard down in England. She's always singing some kind of song. She has big muscles and she's very, very strong. She likes pussycats and she loves cashew nuts. She don't bother with no if and buts. I love me mother and my mother loves me. We come so far from over the sea. We heard that the streets were paved with gold. Sometimes it's hot, most time it's cold. I love her. And whatever we do, this is a love I know is true. My friends, I am talking to you. Me and my mother, hey, we love you too.
Another interesting thing about Benjamin Zephaniah is that he absolutely loves animals. He is a vegan. This means he doesn't eat any food that comes from an animal. This includes meat, dairy products like milk and cheese, eggs, and even food items like honey because it comes from bees, which is a living thing. He is part of many animal rights groups and has even written poems about his love for animals. Here is one.
Talking turkeys. Be nice to your turkeys this Christmas, because turkeys just want to have fun. Turkeys are cool and turkeys are wicked, and every turkey has a mum. Be nice to your turkeys this Christmas. Don't eat it, keep it alive. It could be your mate and not on your plate. Say, yo turkey, I'm on your side. I've got lots of friends who are turkeys, and all of them fear Christmas time. They say, Benj, I want to enjoy it, but those humans have destroyed it, and those humans are out of their mind. Yes, I've got lots of friends who are turkeys, and all have the right to a life, not to be caged up and genetically made up by a farmer and his wife. No, turkeys just want to play reggae. Turkeys just want to hip-hop. Have you ever seen a nice young turkey saying, amen, I cannot wait for the chop? No. Turkeys would like to get presents. Turkeys want to watch Christmas TV. Turkeys have brains and turkeys feel pain in many ways like you and me. I once knew a turkey. His name was Turkey. He said, Benji, explain to me, please. Who put the turkey in Christmas? And what happens to Christmas trees? I said, I'm not too sure, Turkey, but it's got nothing to do with Christ Mass. No, humans get greedy and waste more than need be, and businessmen make lots of cash. So, be nice to your turkeys this Christmas. Invite them indoors for some greens. Let them eat cake and let them partake in a plate of organic grown beans. Be nice to your turkeys this Christmas and spare them the cut of the knife. Join Turkeys United and they'll be delighted, and you will make new friends for life.
He is also a pacifist, meaning he doesn't believe in war or violence of any kind. He writes about this a lot, speaking all around the world about treating people equally. Benjamin Zephaniah shows us all that nothing should hold us back from things that we want to do or are passionate about. I'm going to leave you with one more poem now of his, and thank you for listening. See you soon.
People need people. To walk to talk to cry and rely on. People will always need people. To love and to miss, to hug and to kiss. It's useful to have other people. To whom will you moan if you're all alone? It's so hard to share when no one is there. There's not much to do when there's no one but you. People will always need people. To please, to tease, to put you at ease. People will always need people. To make life appealing and give life some meaning, it's useful to have other people. If you need a change, to whom will you turn? If you need a lesson, from whom will you learn? If you need to play, you'll know why I say, people will always need people. As girlfriends, as boyfriends, from Bombay to Ostend, people will always need people. To have friendly fights with and share tasty bites with, it's useful to have other people. People live in families, gangs, posses and packs. It seems we need company before we relax. So stop making enemies and let's face the facts. People will always need people, yes. People will always need people.